almost there. Let's take a look at our pinpoint weather. That hot and muggy weather we've been feeling is going to stick around, but we do have a little bit of relief on the way. Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Lytle.
We do have some relief coming in. That's the good news I have for you. Now, a little bit of bad news is when this cool weather tries to build in, guess what? Clash of air masses, and we could be talking about some more showers and storms. My power did not come on until 9 o'clock this morning. Had a rough night sleeping with the heat, so I know you don't want to hear my ills, but we do have another round of showers and storms, which could produce more of that tough sleeping weather tonight if your power gets knocked off. But no heat advisories officially, although we're right there where we probably should have one with our high temperature forecast at 97, 98. Just an ever so slight lowering of the dew point, which keeps us from maybe making that threshold of a heat advisory, but doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it when you go out this afternoon. It's going to be very sultry. Thunderstorm threat that'll increase as late afternoon hours wear on here. I think the storms today will be a little later in the afternoon or early evening versus yesterday around 4 o'clock when they were a little earlier in the late afternoon. 93 degrees is our current temperature. 72 is the dew point, very high dew point, producing, again, heat advisory issues or near heat advisory issues. 97 yesterday, 70 was the low, and then we had those storms come in, only produced at the airport. I can't believe this. Not even a tenth of an inch of rain. I swear we probably had 3/4 of an inch in the Cotswold area where I live. And today, high temperature to be determined, 70 degrees for the overnight low. Last night, it'll be in the 60s for overnight lows this weekend, and you'll notice that that'll be a welcome change, I think, in most people's books. 93 current temperature. You can check out your area and see what the temperature's doing there. A little cooler up in the mountains because cloud cover with the storms that might come our way is already impacting them with some slightly cooler temperatures and more cloud cover. Dew points are very high, 70s, indicating that what we're going to show you now, the heat indices well above 98 to near 102, just depending on where you are. Cheraw, you're the warm spot down there at 103 with the feel-like temperature. Well, we're watching this complex of storms. You can see them on the visible satellite imagery out here in eastern Tennessee, eastern Kentucky. They're drifting down to the south and southeast toward us. As they come over the mountains, will they hold together? Likely they'll be disrupted quite a bit, but then they reform as they come over the mountains in the Piedmont here, and we'll show you here how that's going to look. Temperatures will be in the 90s, then dropping to the 80s, overnight lows eventually in the 60s, and there they are. Late afternoon storms about 6 p.m. Quick look at our extended forecast. We'll point out the cooler weather coming in and the much-deserved relief that we're going to expect here before the heat returns next week. Annie?